Good evening, guys. So it's nice to meet you all here. So we'll start. Yeah. First and foremost, I would like to introduce myself to you all. I'm Methma Sugathadasa, from a former student at Lyceum. We know in the school. I did my A-levels, O-levels in 2019 actually, yeah. And my A-levels in 2021. I did science, of course, yeah. That's why I'm tutoring science for you all. I got 3 years, 3 Bs and a C for all of us. I did Cambridge, and I got and I was I was able to do A-levels, and I got 2 A stars and a B. The A stars was for bio and chemistry, and B's was for physics. Okay, so that's who I am, and now I'm a student, a first year medical student at Tver State Medical University in Russia, and yeah, that's who I am. So next in step, I would like to just brief you all on what we are gonna do in this platform now. So you all are the 23 batch, yeah, all-levels, national all-levels 23 batch. So I think yeah, you all are more convenient with English, and I think so. If you all need to explain in single also, just it would be, if it's better, just let me know. අපි දෙකම කරමු එහෙනම්. දෙකම වැඩයන්. Then you all have been doing studying for 2 years at a stretch now, and doing your always most probably in next December. So then it's so we have just 6 more months to left. 6 more months is just 24 classes. It's 4 classes per month. So it's just 24 days we have. So this is what my plan is. This is how it's gonna work. You all might be thinking that some of most of you all might have got very good results, very good marks results. So in your exams, but few of you all might have dropped down a bit. But that's not that won't be any issue at all, because because we are gonna make it an A definitely, sure. So this is how it's gonna work. Then 2 years means just it's gonna show you all. I think you can see the board now. It's just 2 years means, and how to pick up here. How to cut 2 years means, if you get it down in months, it's 2 into 24, which is equal to 2 into 12. 24 months. You all have been studying for 24 months at a stretch. So if you get it down in days, you need to multiply this by 364, which is equal to like approximately equal to around 8,500 days. This is what you all have been doing at school. 2 years is just 24 months, 8,000, approximately 8,200 days. Again, all them සාමාන්‍ය අසනීපුනාම ඉස්කෝලේ යන්නේ. You don't go for school in weekends. කොහොම ගත්තාම it's around 8,500 days. Then අපි බලමු අපේ, now we are gonna look at our plan. It's 6 months. We have just 6 months. 6 months is 6 into 4. 24 days. It's 24 days. huge difference, right? There's a huge difference between 8,500 days and 24 days. But we are gonna, this is what my plan is. We're gonna, make it summer. We are gonna go for an A. So this is how it's gonna work. We're gonna, discuss papers, past papers, and with that we'll, do theory. I think that method might be convenient for you all. If you all have any questions, you all can call me or drop me a message. So we'll definitely make it done. So that's what my plan is within these 6 months ahead till your O levels. So guys, I'll share my screen with you all. Just a moment. I think you all can see the screen now. Can you all see the screen? Can someone respond? I'm waiting for the response now. Yeah. Thank you so much. Can you all please get the paper? I asked you all. I think your senior teacher, Miss Domini, has asked you all to get a printout of it. So I think you all have it now. We'll discuss the paper. So it's science impact tutory. So welcome back. This is gonna be a revision class with discussing papers, and through papers we are gonna get into theory. First and foremost, please take the first question, guys. Which of the following flowering plants is non-flowering? So just underline the word, non-flowering. Non-flowering කියන්නේ flowers දෙන්නේ නැති. Non-flowering plants with seeds. And you need to like underline the word seeds also. Just you all can take screenshots if you are using phones or even laptop. It's the function is available. Okay, we'll move on. This is a theory question which you need to know. The answer is cycles. Cycles, yeah. Just a minute, guys. Cycles, yeah. See the answers. The next question. If you all have any doubts or anything about this question, you all can drop me a text or take a call. We'll clarify all the doubts. Okay. Select the answer which correctly gives the scientific name of pea plant with binomial nomenclature. You need to like underline the word binomial nomenclature. So guys, in binomial nomenclature, like just let me get a yeah. Like binomial nomenclature it can't be capital. It can't be nikang dina macam namin. So this is out and this is also out. So the left ones is 1 and 3. So in 1, we don't like. I think you got my point. We don't write these proper letters that we used to write in books, and even when you type, and when we write, just take it as x and y as two words. In binomial nomenclature, you need to like underline the words, underline, right, and between these words there should be a space. And when it comes to printed letters, just a moment. And guys, when it's come to printed letters, it should be, slanted, and the last letter, the last letter should be I got a call from a student. Just a moment. Yeah. So it can't be this also, because the this letter is capital. This letter should be, the first letter should be capital and then simple. So it should be 3. Which of the following is a non-living structure of a plant? So you need to like underline the word non-living. Non-living කියන්නේ ජීවයක් නැති. So ජීවයක් නැති න. Yeah, it should be, these are actually 3 questions which you all need to know. Chloroplast is living, so that's out. We'll keep cell wall because that's the answer. Golgi is also living, and this also living. This also out. So living in the sense like where respiration starts with. You can take a small note here. Here, living is yes. Living Living is where respiration takes place. You can, take a small note down here for this question. So the answer is cell wall, because it's non-living. The cell wall is non-living. The next question is number of I can't see the premolar teeth. The number of premolar teeth on both sides of the upper jaw and lower jaw of both sides of the upper jaw. Guys, this is actually a tricky question where you can think mega both sides you all might think it's both upper and lower, but it's not. It's both sides, but of the upper jaw. You need to like underline the word upper jaw there. Yeah, upper jaw. So it's one side we have 3 premolar teeth, and the other side we have 6. I mean 3. So altogether it's 6. When a bottle of cinnamon oil is opened, the smell of the cinnamon oil spreads in the air. So when you like what do you call it? See the question. You need to first thing which comes into your mind is diffusion, right? Obviously, because you'll have that's thorough, I think, with your upper jaw, and this is I missed it. Yeah. When a cinnamon oil is the smell you need to like underline the word smell. Cinnamon oil spreads in the air. So spreads means of obviously it's diffusion, right? Diffusion. And I can't write it on the paper. Yeah, threats to the air means is diffusion. Yeah, which to which transport method does this belongs to? Mass flow is it's not mass flow because it's not mass flow because it's it's not masses of substances. I mean, they won't flow. It's not osmosis because it's not water, not H2O. It's not H2O. Will keep it's not evaporation also because evaporation obviously will take place. Even water, I mean, water also might evaporate, and also osmosis and evaporation, they might go together. It's not evaporation either; it's diffusion. I think up to this point it's clear for you all. So proceeding on. Uh, just a minute, just a moment, guys. Uh, the sixth question: increase of which of the following factors does not, I mean, even if they have bolded the word not, you need to like underline it again because for your preference, for your convenience. Increase temperature, increase transpiration, increase transpiration, increase transpiration. I mean, my lines are not so perfect, but just get through, understand. Increase transpiration, humidity of air when the when the air. Can you please keep this answer for a second? Temperature of the environment, when temperature increases, obviously transpiration rate increases because the kinetic energy of particles increase. Therefore, the rate of transpiration might increase. So you can put an arrow upwards with that. Speed of wind, when the speed of wind increases, uh, when the speed of wind increases, like it's like all the the water particles above the leaf surface will they will flow. So therefore the concentration of water vapor will decrease. Therefore, from high concentration to low concentration, osmosis will take place. So again transpiration rate increases. Light intensity, when light intensity increases, photosynthesis increases, and therefore rate of transpiration increases. Again, it increases. So it's not 2, 4, and 3. The answer is 1. Humidity of air. In the human digestive system, which enzyme in the pancreatic juice digests protein? You need to underline the word protein. Protein. uh, in the human digestive system, which enzyme in the pancreatic juice digest protein. So it should be a protease definitely. When you hear the word protein, when you see the word protein, you will remember, you'll remind the enzyme protease. So the class, yeah. In the human digestive system, which of the enzyme in the pancreatic juice digest protein? So it should be trypsin is a protease. Just we'll keep it for a second. It's not peptidase. It's not pepsin. It's not lipase. Lipase is lipase because lipase will digest lipids, right? These are not from the these are not proteases. So it should be trypsin. The class teacher was unable to attend school for 2 days to reduce due to reductions of the throat, pain in the throat, and loss of voice. So these are the symptoms you get due to this disease, and loss of voice. What could be the illness of the throat that she had? It can be gastritis. Can't be gastritis because it's something to do with digestive system, pathological anatomy about the digestive system, about the stomach actually. It can't be tuberculosis because this tuberculosis will give a separate symptoms, a set of symptoms. It can't be laryngitis because the symptom is different. It can be asthma because asthma is related with these symptoms. These are the symptoms actually: throat pain in the throat, loss of voice. It can be it can be asthma. A person who does not have a visual defect sees an object in the in general when its image is formed. Yeah, a person who does not have any visual defect sees an object clear in general when the image is formed. When its image is formed very close to the lens of the eye, very close to the lens of the eye, then it should be definitely a symptom, right? It can't. There should be a disease because he can't see the object clearly. In between the lens of the eye and the retina, again it's no. Behind the retina, again there's a defect, and it should be 3, which is on the retina. If the image is formed on the retina only, you can the person will be able to see it properly with the optic nerve taking the impulses to the brain, to the brain, and all that. You will learn it in A levels or in the medical university. The next question: both sons born to particular parents are suffering from color blindness. Which of the following can exactly be said regarding this statement? Color blindness. You can underline the word blindness. Yeah. Mother is suffering from color blindness. It can be. Father is suffering from color blindness. Exactly. Yeah. Father is either mother or father is suffering from color blindness. Both mother and father are suffering from color blindness. Yeah. Should be mother is suffering from color blindness because when the mother has this gene, it can be passed to from generation to generation, right? In genetics, this comes under genetics, right? So it should be mother, and this is actually linked with the X chromosome. So it can be this is most likely to happen. Okay. The next question number 11. A student observed the specimens A and B under the compound microscope and identified their tissues as parenchyma and parenchyma, respectively. Which of the can underline these words? Which of the following plant parts would be the specimens A and B? A protein, a potato and a carrot. No, it can't be. A potato and yeah, a potato and a carrot. It can't be. Midrib of but leaf. It can't be a leaf. So carrot. It can't be again carrot. A seed of coffee. No, it can't be. It can be only this potato and pear fruit. Pear fruit will give these moving on to the 12th question. Organisms with more suited genetic variations will live longer. This statement can be explained by the live longer. This is a related to theory. So if you all can even take a small note down here. Live longer. You all can underline the word longer. Theory of natural selection. This is from a theory part. If you all don't know this, you all can go through theory regarding this natural selection. Which metal is used to galvanize iron? Which metal is used to be galvanize iron? It can be it's zinc because I'll tell you later why it's zinc. Not now. Just in the at the end of the class, I'll be explaining why it's zinc. Okay. But for now, just remember zinc. In the experiments done in the school laboratory, oxygen gas is collected by the downward displacement of water. Yeah, it's downward displacement of water. You can, I'll show you an experiment also later. It's downward displacement of water. It can't be no, it can't be downward displacement of air because it's air, of course. It will diffuse and mix up. Upper, no, it can't be upper displacement of air because it's air here. It can't be upward displacement. Is not upward. It's downward. Water is there, but it can't be upward. So the answer is 1. I think it's clear for you all up to this point. An element X reacts with chlorine gas and forms the iron compost HCl2. So X is unknown. Cl gas and it forms HCl2. The electronic configuration of X could be so guys. if this is 2, so it's XCl2, XCl2. So if this is 2, this 2 comes from X, right? 2 is the valency of X. So the last, let me just explain you. So it's HCl2, right? HCl2. This 2 comes from the valency of X. X valency. So X last shell electrons of X should be 2, right? So therefore it should be 4. I think you got what I explained. Yeah. When a particular gas is bubbled into a colorless solution, aqueous solution, aqueous means it contains water. The solution turns milky. The solution and the gas would be, it can't be sulfate and oxygen. Oxygen, it can't be oxygen. I just will keep this for a moment because it's the answer actually. It can't be this because it's a sulfate. It can't be this because again it's and sulfate and oxygen. It can't be this because it's a carbonate. So the answer is actually this, because carbon dioxide will turn this off-white or milk or somewhat. And even carbon hydroxide, because it is also aqueous solution, colorless aqueous solution. The direction of the arrow in the electrical circuit shows the direction of arrow will always show the direction of flow of standard current. So therefore it should be definitely 2. These answers actually you can when you like see the question, you can get the answer with theory knowledge. Yeah. What's the anode reaction of anodic reaction of the cell of the cell? So this related to this question. Anodic reaction, anode will always like an anode the direction of the arrow in the external circuit shows the direction of the current flow. We did that earlier. What's the anode reaction? You need to like underline the word anode of the cell. So oxidation will always happen at the anode, oxidation. So you need to find where oxidation takes place. So from electrons will move from anode to cathode, because anode when anode loses electrons, it's reduction. I mean it's oxidation. I'm sorry, it's oxidation. And when the cathode accepts the electron, these electrons, it will be reduction. So it should be so it should be the answer should be 3 actually. I'll explain you why, because electrons are removed and the charge of zinc increases. So it's 3. You all can't see any in these questions, in these answers actually, the oxidation number of copper, zinc, and these will decrease. So it's not reduction. It's not oxidation is reduction. So this is only the equation, the answer value C, oxidation. Yeah. Consider the following statements made regarding a certain element. Occurs in a allotropic forms in nature, has a high melting point, is used in the extraction of metals. It's used in extraction of metals. What would this element be? What would this? No, occurs. It should be allotropic also. Yeah, allotropic has a high melting point. High melting point has high melting point. Like needs high energy to for melting to take place. It's used in the extractive. It is used in extractive of metals. It's used to extract. So all these will be true for the third one, carbon. So carbon. So you all can So it's carbon. Yeah. Select the answer. Select the answer which shows the color of blue and red litmus papers when they are dipped in a vinegar solution and in a table of salt solution separately. I'm sorry, separately. So it's vinegar solution. So vinegar solution. Yeah, color of red litmus paper. It's either red or blue. Red or blue. A vinegar solution and a salt solution separately. So litmus paper and vinegar solution color in table salt solution. Yeah, litmus paper is red. It can't be blue. It can't be red. The litmus paper can't be. It can't be red. So 1 and 3 are out. It can be blue. It should be either 2 or 4. Color in vinegar solution, red. Yeah. Table color in the table salt solution, it should be blue. It can't be blue because it won't be, there will be a reaction taking place. So it can't, the colors can't be the same. I think you can understand what I'm saying. So the answer is 2. Consider the following statement and answer questions number 21 and 22. Yeah. An amount of heat, this much of heat is evolved, right? Evolved means energy is given out. Evolved means always like energy is given out. Energy then will increase at the end of the reaction. When 1 gram of solid sodium hydroxide completely, so completely reacted means at the end of this experiment, these reactants can't be there, only the products. Okay. reacted with the solution of dilute HCl which contains water. I mean, HCl is always diluted because it's too much concentrated. So it's always diluted. What's the amount of heat evolved when 1 mole of sodium hydroxide completely reacted with HCl solution? Okay, so I'm gonna show you all how it works. That's when 1 gram of sodium hydroxide, 1 NaOH, this reactor is completely reacted. It will give out 1.47 kilojoules. So when this amount of one mole of this amount of NaOH is completely reacted, they are asking us how many energy is given out. So make grams on. So N equals MOMR. We need to apply this equation. N equals MOMR. M is 1, mass is 1 over 23, 16, 1. It's 41 or 40. 0.025 grams. So 0.025 grams, and this here, how much is this? So it's you all can cross multiply and get the answer. I didn't do math, so you all might be able to do it. The answer should be 3. You all should get the answer. Get this answer. 58.80 kilojoules. When the correct energy what's the correct energy diagram relevant to the reaction mentioned in the statement above? So guys, this energy is given out, right? When the energy is given out, the product should have less energy than the reactions. So the rest will be given away as heat energy. I think you all got my point. The reaction, the products should have less energy than reaction. I mean, less energy than reactants. Therefore, the excess energy will be given out. So it should be. It can't be this. It can't be this either. It's not a reversible reaction because the reaction is completed. Completely reacted. It can't be reversible. So it should be A, where the product's energy is lower than the reactants. Some plants in this area, this garden, in Sri Lanka, are grown in a glass house. When you hear the word glass house, the first thing which comes into your mind is greenhouse effect. So in greenhouse effect, guys, the main concept there is when light energy is absorbed, they reflect it. The greenhouse will reflect it back. So the heat energy will be kept constant or warm inside the greenhouse. So which for plants this house provides glass home. You can underline the word glass home. Sufficient oxygen, no. Sufficient carbon dioxide, again, no. Because yeah, sufficient light, no, these are, constant factors. Suitable temperature. A student was able to observe a green colored layer on the surface of a water body where wastewater removed from a vegetable bed gets collected. He made the following statements according to the observation. He made the following statements according to the observation. Yeah. Of the above statements, only A and B are correct. Yeah. Excessive amount of inorganic fertilizers, it can be a reason to, excess amount will come out and get collected in the can be get collected in the top surface. The green layer is concentrated with algae. It can also be correct. This BOD value can't be correct. Is wrong. So it's only A and B. The average temperature of the human body is 73 degrees Celsius. The temperature in the Kelvin is plus 273 Kelvin. So you'll get the answer 25. The answer is 310 Kelvin. Which of the following state elements can be dropped with a piece of pure silicon to connect it into an n-type semiconductor? It can't be boron, aluminium. It can't be aluminium because it's a metal actually. It can be phosphorus. Yeah, the answer is phosphorus. And germanium. So this is a most suitable element in the yeah. As shown in the figure, a ray of light is incident on a block of a glass which is kept in air. When the magnitude of an angle of incidence, so an angle of incidence is gradually increased up to 90 degrees Celsius, the magnitude of the angle of refraction will increase, right? Yeah, because when so it's a normal. So the light ray comes like that. It's a normal 90 degrees ray of incidence and the ray of refraction. And this will refract like that. The angle of incidence, angle of reflection, and this angle of refraction. When this increases, when this angle of incidence increases, this will also increase. Therefore, the answer is A. I mean, A means increase. A, first answer. In which of the following ways is the terminals of this targeted circuit numbered correctly? Duranja. Duranje. Yeah. In which of the following ways is the terminals of this targeted circuit numbered correctly? It's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yeah. This can't be correct. Is wrong because we need to always start from the lower part of the circuit to number. This can be correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you need to go like this in this direction. So the answer is 2. These are all. The volume of gold of a gold chain was presented by a father to his daughter is said to be 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. If the density of the gold is this amount, was the mass of the chain daughter received? The daughter received. Yeah, they have given the length volume is 2. The volume is given. Density is also given as a mass. Density equals mass divided by volume. So density equals mass divided by volume. This is the equation you all need to use. So if you use that equation, you all will get the answer 29. Yeah. 29. The answer is 4. Yeah. 36 grams. Okay, guys, sorry for the okay, guys, sorry for the inconvenience caused. Yeah. So if you all use that equation, you will be getting this answer 36. I'm sorry. Yeah. As shown in the figure, a small butterfly of mass this amount flew from point A. This is a mass, you all need to get it in kilograms. They have already given it in kilograms also. Flow from a point A on a flower to point B on another flower. What's the cartilage? What's the change? I'm sorry. I don't know what I mean by cartilage. Yeah. change in potential energy of the butterfly when free from A to B. A to B. So potential energy should obviously increase, right? Because the point when from A to B, no? So A to B means the reaction is upwards. So when the height increases, the potential energy will also increase. So it's 4 minus 2, which is 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. I mean, so 2 meters. 2 meters there. So energy, potential energy equals mgh. M is the amount mass of the object, mass of the butterfly. So we'll take it as an object. This is the gravitational potential energy. This is the height increase. H is the height increase. I think you all can understand. So if you use that equation and get the answer, you'll be getting the answer in joules. The answer should be 2. 0.1 joules. Consider the following statements, following containers 1, 2, 3, and 4. The following containers are filled with pure water H2O, pure water up to, I mean H2O is just water, up to the heights 12. These are the heights. P, Q, R, and S are points located at the bottom of the containers. These are the points. So you can see these heights are different. These heights are different with these heights. Of the points, which point experiences the maximum pressure? The maximum pressure will always depend on the height. So this height is 15. This is the answer. So it's be R. Yeah. As shown in the figure, an object of mass 1 kilogram moving at a uniform velocity of this amount subsequently came to rest due to uniform deceleration. Of uniform deceleration. Of uniform deceleration. So it's V here, this object, this is the path, and it's the same object here. V, initial velocity is U, final velocity is V. V is 0. So at this point, the deceleration is 1 kilogram object, 1 kg, 1 kilogram. (4 meters per second). So the initial velocity is 0. So you can apply V equals U plus AT. V equals U plus AT. V equals U plus AT. Final velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 4 plus acceleration is minus 8, which is a deceleration, into it will take 2 seconds. Yeah, into 2 seconds for this whole journey. So it's 4 comes to the other side, it's minus, and again with this minus you can cut it off. So it's 4 equals 2a divided by 2 a equals 2 meters per second. So this is the velocity before the deceleration starts. So it's again you need to use the momentum equation to find the momentum. This is the equation for momentum. M is the mass of the object, which is 1, which is 4 into this. Use the equation V equals momentum equation and apply these values. You'll get the answer. For 32, it's 1. you'll get this answer: 2 meters per second for 4 kilograms meters per second. Consider the following statement: pair of scissors is the second order level. Pair of scissors is a second order level. Yeah. Mechanical advantage of a simple machine is given by the ratio effort equals effort over load. When the work is done with an unmoving single pulley, the velocity ratio of the pulley is T of the above statement. Yeah. Which of the following statements of the above statements B is true? So mechanical advantage of a single mechanical advantage of a simple machine is given by the ratio effort over load. Yeah, that can be true. Yeah, but that is word only. Pair of scissors is a second order level. No, it's wrong. When a work is done with a non-moving single pulley, the velocity ratio of the pulley is T. No, it's non-moving, so there can't be any velocity. So it's C is also wrong. The answer is A. 1. Yeah. What's the potential difference between the terminals? This you need to so these 12 volts, 3. These are combined resistance, combined resistors 6 and 1. So you need to apply the equation 1 over R equals 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. You need to apply this equation and get the resistance here 6 ohms and 6 ohms combined resistance. It should be actually 6. So then V equals IR. Then apply this equation V equals IR and get the current in the whole resistance. And you have current, this resistance 3, and then you can get the voltage, this voltage. So it would be 34. The answer should be 6 volts. It should be again 6 volts. First use 1 over R equals 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 and get the combined resistance of this 6 ohm, the combined resistance. And then R1 R equals R1 plus R2. R equals R1 plus R2. R equals R1 plus R2. So you can get the whole resistance here. So you have the current resistance, and you can find the voltage across the 3 ohm resistance. I think that's clear to you. Okay. Moving on, guys, the 35th question. A child heard the thunder 5 seconds after he saw the flash. Yeah, the sound, I mean, the sound will always travel, travel slower than the light. So that's the theory here. After he saw a flash of lightning, if the speed of sound in air is 330 meters per second, what's the difference between the place where the child was and the place where the lightning has occurred? Yeah, you have given, they have given speed, time, speed equals distance over time, speed equals distance over time. Use that equation and then get the answer. The answer should be speed. They have given the speed. Speed they have given. Distance they are asking for. This the they are asking for the distance, and the time they have given it as speed is this 330. This is the normal speed of air, speed of sound in air. The distance between they are asking for it, and 5 seconds is the time. So you can add the equation the speed equals distance over time and get the answer. Moving on guys to the next question. Two similar beakers A and B. Two similar beakers A and B contain similar volumes of water. One of the similar nichrome oil coil is immersed in a beaker A, and the other three coils connected in series are immersed in beaker B as shown in the figures. So no need to like explain it in deep when you all see it, because they have given the diagrams also, but you all should read it in the exam. This has just one coil here. This has three coils. 1, 2, and 3. 3 coils is just one coil, and there are 3 coils here. You need to identify that first. The same current, same amount of water, and all the things are kept constant except the number of turns in the coil. So what are they asking here is the same current is passed in coils for the same period of time as shown in the figures. If the increase in temperature of water in A and B are I1 and I2 respectively, and there's no heat loss, which of the following is correct with regard to the temperature? So when the number of turns in the coil, number of turns in the coil is directly proportional to the amount of heat energy. So when the if number of turns is R1, this, when the number of turns increases, this will be thrice. I mean, when the number of turns of the coil increases by 3, the temperature will also increase by 3. So the answer should be this. I think you got my point. Yeah. The Department of Registration of Persons expects to issue electronic identity cards to citizens in Sri Lanka. This is a result of which of the following technologies. So this is actually theory. This theory, information technology, nanotechnology, molecular biogenetics, genetic engineering technology. So the answer should actually be 1, information technology. Consider the following statements fulfilling the basic requirements of animals, including human. maintain the natural cycles like carbon cycle and water cycle, improving the beauty and cultural values in a country. Cultural values in a country, yeah. Uh, the services in biodiversity in Sri Lanka are the services in biodiversity in Sri Lanka are P and Q, fulfilling the basic requirements. Yeah, it can be that's correct. Uh, Maintaining the natural cycles like carbon dioxide and water cycle, that's also correct. Improving the beauty and cultural values of the country, that is also correct. So the answer should be 4. Which of the following statements is not suitable to solve more efficiently and effectively the environmental and social problems that have risen due to the equipment such as televisions, computers, and telephones removed from the rapidly developing world under global village concept. Under global village concept, yeah. Maintaining the use of those equipment, no, it's wrong. Maintaining the amount of those equipment produced, no. It's minimizing, no, it's not minimizing. Creating substitutions for those equipment, no. Taking actions to repair those equipments to reuse by the manufacturers themselves. That should be correct. The answer is 4. Moving on to the last question of this MCQ paper. What is the theme of the word science day in the year 2015? This is actually a history question, actually. The theme science of technology, science for a suitable future, science for health and well-being, science for exploration of the universe. So it should be actually 3 science for suitable future. Science for a suitable future. So if you all have any questions about this MCQ paper with theory, with any question, just drop me a message. Please drop me a message. I'll respond. So taking the fact that you all don't have any such confusions or any questions like that, I'll be moving on to the structured essay questions. A coastal area of Sri Lanka in the Indian Ocean is given by the following figure. The figure, the trees which grow closer to the coast bend towards the ocean as a of a particular tropic. So I think that you all are not having any confusions or any misunderstandings with these questions, the MCQ questions which we discussed earlier. So if you all have, please let me know. Just please drop me a message, so I'll get that clarified for you all. So moving on, guys, the structured essay questions. a coastal area in Sri Lanka. So we read these questions. They are asking the tropic movement and stimulus. Tropic movement should be positive. Yeah, tropic movement should be positive. Positive. This should be positive. And the stimulus කියන්නේ මේ මොකක්ද stimulus එක මොකක්ද හේතුව stimulus it can be light or sunlight. If you can write light here, it would be great. Yeah, it would be correct. It should be positive in words, so this sign would get to the mark, and the second mark is for light. The animals given in the table live in the Indian Ocean and its coastal areas. State the phylum of each type of those animals. I think it's six, right? Six animals. Yeah. Six animals. The phylum should be Cnidera. If you write, if you get this answer, Cnidera, that will give the answer. Cnidera and ragworm. Ragworm, of course, it's just a moment, guys. Yeah, I received a message saying to explain the 22nd question again. Just a moment, I will go back to the 22nd question. Yeah, 22nd. This is what it says. What is the correct energy diagram relevant to the reaction mentioned in this statement above? So this connected with the above statement, right? In the statement above, this says that a complete reaction will take place, so it can't be obviously this. It can't be this out. So solution. This amount of energy is evolved, right? This amount of energy is evolved. Evolve means the if you get this think this is a reaction mixture. Think this has a reaction mixture. So when the reaction completed, the temperature inside the reaction increases. So that's what this actually means, right? So the temperature inside increases. Therefore, the products. Now, in the reaction, the reactions and products, the products should always have less energy than reactants, less energy than reactants. So therefore, energy will be the excess amount of energy will be evolved. So I think you can understand what I said here. So therefore, the answer should be answer should be this. The products will always have less energy than the reactants. Therefore, the excess amount of energy will be released. So that's why they are saying evolved here. Heat energy is involved here. I think you got my point. If yes, just drop a reply. Just a moment. Yeah, extremely sorry guys for the inconvenience. I had to go for something. Yeah. Please, yeah, I think you all can hear me now. There was a small technical issue because I'm in Russia these days, where I'm studying. Uh, so extremely sorry for any inconvenience. I think you all understood what I explained earlier. The question number 22 regarding this energy level diagrams. So can I please move on? Did you all understand? Yeah. Back to what we were in. The valuable mineral, this substance is contained in seed of sand of the oceans. Okay, out of the coastal areas in Sri Lanka, name the area which has these abundance. These in abundance. Abundance කියන්නේ වැඩිපුර තියෙනවා. Abundance. So okay. Can you all please drop me an answer if you all know the answer? Rihas, can you please drop me the answer if you all? Okay. Okay, guys, there was a small connection issue. So, extremely sorry for that. Rihas, can you please drop me a message, drop a direct message if you're not. Yeah. Can you please drop me a direct message if you're finding it convenient? The answer for this. Name it is abundant in Lanka. Yeah. Amelida. Yeah, Amelida. It's Amelida. These are the theory question, of course. Amalida. So you write it here. The next question. I'm sorry. It's not Amalida. Amalida is for this actually. Ragbone is Amalida. Yeah. Name an industry in Sri Lanka which uses illuminate. Rihas, you're the only person here. Can you please explain? I mean, just text, just drop a text of the answer. Yeah. Trincomalee, name an industry. Trincomalee? Yeah. Name the coastal areas. You have, texted me. Someone has texted me. Yeah, the first question, right? The part A, yeah. North of Trincomalee, Kaduvela, Galle, those can be the areas in Sri Lanka, which you all know. This can't be. You need to definitely get it correct, get through it. Name an industry in Sri Lanka which uses this. Pad industry, paint industry, those industries, right? In any one of those, we'll get to an answer. Pad industry, paint industry, pigment production, pigment industry. Any one of those will get to the correct answer. Sodium metal is extracted from seawater. So this is seawater. Sodium metal is extracted. Name the method by which is used to extract sodium metal and mention the reason for you using that method. So it's a liquid. I mean, a solid is extracted from a liquid. When a solid is extracted from a liquid, we use sodium. Liquid is sodium metal, right? Extract sodium metal from seawater. Seawater will contain sodium chloride water. So when sodium is extracted from a metal, as like sodium is extracted from its solution, sodium chloride solution, we use electrolysis here. The method is electrolysis. The reason is reactivity of sodium is high. You can't just take it by hand. I mean, of course you can't take it by hand because it's a solution. The activity of sodium is high. Those are the answers which is given in the marking scheme. So, it's in the top of the activity series because it's sodium, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, mercury, silver, gold. So that's the reactive series. You might know that. So those might be the answers. Yeah. Is it clear for all? Okay, moving on. Which type of mechanical waves do the small water waves formed on the surface of the ocean below? Which of the mechanical waves, underline the words mechanical waves, of small water waves do the small water waves found on the surface of the ocean below? Can you all please respond, guys? It's an one-to-one conversation. Rihas, can you please drop me a personal message, a private message? So the answer is transverse waves. So transverse waves, if we have written transverse waves, that will get you the other mark. A ship sailing in the Indian Ocean is in the figure above. The ship sailing in the Indian Ocean is in the figure above. Now there is water surface. Just a minute. Extremely sorry for the inconvenience again. Yeah. A ship is sailing in the Indian Ocean, as shown in the figure below. I can't see any figure here. Figure above. Yeah, this figure. The mass of the ship is this amount. The mass, they have given the mass. They have given the mass as this 75,000 kilograms. When the ship flows in still water means there's no forces acting on the water. So if this is a boat, if you all can see, this is a water surface, this is a boat. There's no any forces acting on the boat because they have told that it's still water. On the ocean, what's the upthrust acting on it? Takes the acceleration as this amount, 10 meters. Because it's in linear motion, because upward force equals downward force. Upward force is the upthrust and the downward force is the, please respond guys, yeah, weight of the object. Can I please ask you a question, Rihas? Yeah. Can you please explain me? What is upthrust? Yeah. Upthrust. Can you please respond, Rihas? It's just one-to-one conversation now. Upthrust is the weight of the liquid displaced by the object. Now, if you put a ball into a water, the upthrust, the downward force acting on the ball is the weight of the ball, and the upward force is upthrust. Now, in this case, downward force equals upward force. Downward force is the weight. Upward force is upthrust. Yeah, upward force equal downward force. The upward force is the upthrust. Downward force is the weight. So weight equals mg. Mass of the kilogram 75,000. Mass of the object ship 75,000 multiplied by 10. You'll get the gravity, the gravitational force, and gravitational force is the upthrust. What's the upthrust? So you can write that answer here. The other question: items made of iron having a small volume of zinc in water, but the ships made by the same material float on the ocean. State the reasons for this. State the reasons for this. It's a state question. You don't go to explain or anything. It's a state question. So if you all have written these volumes, these answers, it will get you the answers. One of these answers. Yeah. I mean, two of these answers. It has a large volume. Ship has been it has a large volume. If you have written it has a large volume, that will get you the mark, because get you 1 mark, because when the volume increases, the density decreases. Therefore, it will, that might help. The upthrust acting on the ship, or the weight of the water displaced by the ship. Remember, I told you earlier, the upthrust is the weight of the liquid displaced by the object is equal to the weight of the ship. Therefore, the ship falls on the water. So that's the other point. Yeah. Pollution of sea, of ocean, and its environment is a major problem faced by our country at present. Mention 2 reasons which influence the environment population. Rihas, can you please drop me a text? But what do you think? Pollution, state mention 2 reasons which influence this environmental pollution. So if you have written two of these answers, it will get you the 2 marks. Mixing oil removed by ships with water. When the oil is contaminated, then the water will be contaminated with oil. Using dynamite for fishing, when you use dynamite, it will again get contaminated. Industrial wastewater being added to seawater. Industrial wastewater being added to seawater, so then it will again get the mixing agrochemical with seawater through rivers, breaking coral deposits, unauthorized constructions joining the coastal belt. So you can write any of those, it will get you the mark. State, this is a state question again, underline the word state. A suggestion that can be implemented for the conservation of the ocean and its cost. Protect mangrove environment, avoid
Excuse me, Methma.
unsystematic. Yeah, Dominic. Yeah.
Yes, we have only 3 minutes more for the session because we have to start the next session at 8 o'clock. It's 7:57 Sri Lanka time. Will you be able to give the class briefing?
Yeah, we'll write it up then.
All right. Yes, please give the class briefing for the student. I know you might have lost the track of time because you're in Russia and the time zone is different. That's totally fine. Yeah, it's okay, Mithma. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. So we have a student here watching us. So can you go ahead telling us how the class procedure will be? Because at 8 o'clock the meeting will naturally end. That's why. Yeah,
Dominic. See me, sorry, we must send Dominic also. And even for all the students, I'm in Russia now, so I was having certain technical issues. So all that, keeping all that aside, today's session was quite good, but except the attendance of students. So then next time, please, please all the students should attend. Next time we'll be doing a small theory part also with these chemical reactions, and some will be discussing some other questions too. So please join that meeting also. We'll hoping to see you all next Monday. We'll wind up for the day. So we'll see you soon. If you all have any questions, please drop me a message. You all have my number. So please drop me a message if you all have any questions. Then see you. I'm off for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Methma. So students, this is Methma, who is one of my schoolmates as well. He's a very well-known buddy for me. And all through his school life, he has a very good academic record, great grades for his O-levels and his A-levels. And now he's in Russia studying medicine. He's a medical student. And he's a very brilliant student and a brilliant friend. So you all can all talk to him and ask your doubts, your questions, like whatever you all have, you all can text him. He's very supportive. He will help you throughout this journey. And because we couldn't inform the students, there's only one kid who is present today, but there are some students who said they were not prepared for today and all that. So I hope they'll be joining us from next class onwards. The recording will be provided for them for today's class. So the technical difficulties that happened was because this is the first time that Methma connected on Zoom with us to Sri Lanka, like from Russia. So that's why there were small issues, but it will be sorted by the next class. So now that we have to start the singular medium class, we'll have to wind up. Thank you so much, Methma, and thank you all my students for joining today. See you all next week. Bye.
Thank you so much, Dharmini. Bye.